Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and blessings be upon you all. You might have seen in the news what's happening in Yemen, from the floods in nearly every single city in Yemen now. It has caused a lot of destruction and deaths. The people of Yemen have gone through so much hardships over the last over 10 years, from civil war to floods to different parties fighting over power, and it always comes back on the civilians. But with you guys and with the awareness that we have been raising for Palestine, people now know about Yemen, alhamdulillah, from the ships that they've been stopping. And hopefully raise awareness about Yemen as well, please. And if there's any organizations that donate to Yemen, please don't hesitate to donate. And as the cause here is for Palestine as well, I'd like to also give a speech. So these are a couple of things that I've gathered over the past few weeks from the internet and social media. First of all, I came across, I'm sure you might have seen it, the trend where people show their kids getting dropped to school or daycare for the first time. It's an emotional one where they drop them. The first time is their little baby, their diamond, and then you see the emotional side, they're crying, they don't want to leave, but eventually the kids adapt to the teachers, to the music they give them, to the games. But then at the end of the day, when the parents come back, you see them run into their arms, and it's an emotional thing as well. But that's over 17,000 children in Gaza. We'll never have that anymore. And parents as well will never experience it. Kids will be running to no one now. No parents, no guardians, nothing. That's something to think about. A doctor went to Gaza and she said what she saw was out of this world, as we've seen, but also from the courage. She found an old lady, all of her family was killed. Some of her family members were kidnapped. She only had one child in her hand, who was her grandchild. So the doctor asked her, how do you cope with all of this? I'm only saying all of this because as a Muslim, and most of the Gazans are Muslim, I want to tell you what they feel and what they think. She said, I raised my family and my kids that we don't live for this life. How long do we live in this life? Not long. As long as you have, that's what she said to the women, as long as you have God and the Quran in your heart, then I'll see you in heaven. They're all destined for heaven, for their patience and for their resistance. Most of us live our lives in a lie, with no purpose. But we only find what really matters once we go through hardships. When you lose your family, sorry. When you lose your family member, that's when you realize how important family is. When you lose your job, that's when you realize money is. When you lose your partner, you realize how important love is. But the people in Gaza have lost everything. Money, love, family, everything you can think of. But the fact that they only have God left, like throughout the videos, I speak Arabic and I understand it. They keep speaking about how God is there with them. Most people, when they go through hardships, the last person they turn to is God. But constantly over there, you see them speaking about God and how they're so blessed. They actually say, we are blessed, we have been chosen. Because if they die, they're martyrs, they go straight to heaven. That's something to think about as well. It's not normal. We have seen more people in pieces in the last year than we've seen all of our lives, unless you've been to a war zone yourself. And you are trying to audition dead Palestinians for the empathy of heartless people in the West, and unfortunately now all around the world, not just the West. And you're saying to them, look at this, you're hypocrites. So the money, the tax, the pensions, everything goes to that. And I know it's exhausting. I know it's exhausting when you scroll on social media and you come across another video, but you scroll past it real quick because it's tiring for some of us. But that's what I heard from one of the Gazans. He said, our test here is being patient and getting killed and moving from place to another. That's a test that no one will have to experience, hopefully, here. Our test is as simple as boycott, raise awareness. Would you rather have their test or this test? Keep speaking about them. So you might put your phone aside, you might get tired, but at the end of the day, don't fight it. Raise that awareness. Pray to God, because that's all they're doing over there. They've got no one else except God. If you are religious, continue doing that. If you're not religious, please continue raising the awareness. And for Gaza, for Yemen, for Bangladesh, for Sudan, for Libya, for Iraq. Sadly, it's all the Muslim countries nowadays, but it is what it is. And thank you so much for listening. Free Palestine.